Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room and nature sing, and nature sing, and nature sing. Joy, joy to the world, the Savior reigns. Let them their songs employ, the fields and floods, the hills and plains. Repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness and wonders of his love, wonders of and wonder, wonders and wonders of his
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our very special Christmas Eve Pajama Party Holiday Special. And now, how incredible were the 8-part harmony a cappella group Voices of Liberty that performed there at Walt Disney World Resort that opened our show with Joy to the World. Spectacular. So we have an incredible show for you guys today. We're going to take you inside the biggest holiday event of the year, iHeartRadio's Jingle Ball. Marlo Thomas, she's also here to spread some holiday kindness. I love her. And some of your favorite stars are sharing their holiday traditions at the end of our show, so you don't want to miss that. Disney's annual Christmas celebration airs Christmas morning on ABC, hosted by artist Matthew Morrison, singer-songwriter and TV host Emma Bunton, and TV host Jesse Palmer. Joining as co-host are ABC's Blackish star Marsai Martin with Hollywood Records artist and Disney's The Lion King star J.D. McCrary, who is a friend to our show, who voiced young Simba in the live-action film. Some of the musical performances include our friend Shaggy, international pop star Ally Brooke. The cast of the new Disney Plus original High School Musical, The series performs a high-energy melody from Disneyland Resort, and so many more musical guests. So we're going to take you to Walt Disney World and Disneyland Resorts to let you in on a little behind-the-scenes fun. Let's take a look.
I can't think of a better way to spend my holidays than in Disney. I mean, it's seriously a dream. I've got my family here, and they are having the best time ever.
It's so special for me to be celebrating the holidays with Disney parks because I just recently became a new father. So for me to be able to kind of pass down all of my childhood memories that I have coming to the parks, and now seeing it for the first time in my son's eyes is just such a nostalgic and transformational experience for me.
I think it's really special to get a chance to celebrate the holiday season with Disney. It's a huge undertaking to put this event on. You have hundreds of people, whether it's dancers, characters, they're putting together these massive floats. It all has to be synchronized. There's music, there's song, there's dancing, and we're doing it between two parks, one in Florida and one here in California.
My favorite Disney Parks memory? Ooh, that's tough. I think it's probably my first time going. I think I was 5 when I first went, and that was my first time really looking at the parades, and the only thing I wanted to do was look at the Disney princesses. I didn't care about any rides. I didn't care about getting like churros or any of that. I didn't even, that's the only thing I wanted to do was see the Disney princesses. And that's all we drove like super far. I think we lived back in Texas back then too. So we flew a whole flight, then drove so long just to see the Disney princesses.
I remember, growing up and trying to catch every ride if possible. And, I'd love to pass that on to my son. And I'm sure John would love to have that with daughter as well, right? But yeah, Splash Mountain, I remember when it first came out, I was here like the summer it happened. So, I love the new rides and the new things. That's always exciting.
Celebrating the holidays with Disney Parks is really special to me because they've just set up everything so perfectly. It really feels like you've been here before, and it's just a great experience.
We're doing Christmas with Friends. It's a bit of a rework from the actual Friends that's on my latest album, Wagwan, that's out now on all digital formats. You can get it. Yes, but we reworked it and did a kind of a Christmas twist to it, and that is also out on all formats too, so you can get that. And with Sting on backup.
I'm gonna buy all the formats.
Are you?
Yep.
Performing in the middle of Disney's Hollywood Studios is absolutely incredible. So I grew up coming to Disney World, and it's so amazing. You step inside and you're overwhelmed by this beautiful, grand world. And I never thought that one day I'd literally be singing here. It's pretty unreal. I have to pinch myself. It's so special. Seeing the audience in front of me, decorated in all the beautiful Christmas gear, is amazing, and being able to sing a Christmas song here, it's like nothing really can get better than that. It's so special.
I feel like Disney in general is such a family event. We grew up on it. There's such nostalgia with it, and there's such nostalgia with Christmas as well. So I think it's so special. And Disney always goes full out with everything they do. So to celebrate it here is so much fun, and I'm excited to see all the numbers and everything.
Holiday specials are just so much fun because I remember being a kid, sitting around the TV with my family and just getting into the Christmas spirit and feeling the magic of the holidays. And it's just so cool that we get to sing and be a part of those Christmas memories for families all over.
I just feel like Disneyland Parks is just so beautiful, and it just feels so magical, and you just have so many fun things to do here. Like, I just got off Space Mountain, like, what the heck? And I love it here so much. Like, I just saw Minnie. What the heck? That just got happened.
Yeah, this is my first time at the parks for the holidays, and it's actually insane how sweet and beautiful and stunning it is. So it's very, very fun.
It's so cool to be here when having our show actually out. We walked by a guy and he was like, I subscribed to Disney Plus just to watch your show today, which was so cool because we've never had that experience. We've always kind of just been filming and dancing and doing all of that stuff kind of in isolation. So it's really nice to have it out in the world and get to see the people that the show is actually affecting. So it's really fun to be here on this special week.
Yeah. My 5 sisters and I used to put on Fantasmic productions when I was 6, and I was Mickey, and I'd go on their shoulders, and we get all the neighbors to watch and any guests who came over. So to be performing actually at Disneyland is a dream come true, to say the least. Yeah.
And this is only my second time ever at Disneyland. The first time I was here was for D23 in August, and that was before our show launched, so we were kind of able to go under the radar and just enjoy the parks. But now this time, there's so many more people that have been responding to the show and that see us and notice us and recognize us, which is really cool to be part of a supportive community here at the parks.
Be sure to catch Disney Parks Magical Christmas Day Parade airing Christmas morning from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 to 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, Mountain Standard Time, and Pacific Standard Time. And remember, air times vary, so check your listings on ABC and on the ABC app so you don't miss out on this special holiday parade presented to you by Disney and ABC. I love this. I could come to work every single day wearing a Christmas onesie. That's right. Oh, sorry, I was taking a selfie. Well, if that got you excited, brace yourself, everyone. iHeartRadio's Jingle Ball event is one of the biggest music concert events during the holiday season. And to celebrate, we were able to get an exclusive backstage access to two of the biggest shows from the tour, which include stops in Los Angeles and New York City. The performing acts feature the Jonas Brothers, love them, Taylor Swift, Lizzo, Niall Horan, and so many more. We got to speak with them about performing at this year's spectacular holiday show. Take a look.
You know, 6 days ago, we released our new single, Middle of the Night, and we're gonna perform that song tonight, so we're super excited for that. We're planning for our next tour in the States. It's gonna be very long and huge. It's gonna be amazing, yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I mean, when is it not an honor and a once-in-a-lifetime thing to play Madison Square Garden? Super cool.
There was one year that specifically stuck out to us, and it was the year we got a Nintendo 64. It was a game-changing year in both of our lives. I think still to this day, probably the best game console ever made. Mario Kart, for just Mario Kart alone, and there were so many other wonderful games, so that'd be the most special. I should say like my first one with my child, but I said Nintendo 64 and I'm sticking with it, so I think that feels right. Pretty good.
Yeah, Nintendo 64 is pretty special, but this year's going to be amazing. This is probably the best year of our lives, you know, especially for our career. We've done a lot of cool things, checked a lot of cool things off the bucket list. We're about to tonight, playing Jingle Ball in New York City, MSG. Just being with our families, taking time to look back. We've, you know, been out on the road a lot this year, and just being able to look back and be thankful. This is all so crazy. We've dreamed of this our whole lives, and I don't know, it's been a really special year. So just being able to reflect on that's going to be really cool.
About to go on tour again, but this time it's my first arena tour, which is really exciting. And the Grammys are coming up. Got nominated, which is crazy. Super grateful. Yeah.
You know, I walked on the stage today for sound check, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think I did the most. I was a little like, did I do too much? Am I too extra? And then I realized, oh, that's been my whole life. It's just very extra. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna kick it off with that.
Christmas tradition for me is setting up the tree and watching Elf and the Polar Express, the best movies of all time, in my opinion.
It was the most beautiful song I've ever heard. Thank you so much.
Taylor Swift. Well, as we celebrate the holidays, it's not all about receiving gifts. It's about giving to others who are less fortunate and spreading a little bit of holiday kindness to those who need it. Today's guest for our holiday show is the one and only Marlo Thomas. Marlo spoke with me about her campaign called the St Jude Thanksgiving that she founded in 2004. It was a real pleasure to meet her and sit down to take this a couple of days ago. Check this out.
Hi, Noah.
Marlo, good morning. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Yes, I'm happy to have you here. It's Friday and we made it to the weekend, right?
Yeah. Yay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So, your dad, Danny Thomas, founded St. Jude's Hospital in 1962. You created the Thanksgiving campaign, which you're here to talk to us about today. You created that back in 2004 to support the hospital, which provides free cancer care to every child who needs it. So during your time of being able to help with the kids and families, what family in particular stands out to you that has shared their story and left really such an impact to you?
Well, just last week I was on Dr. Oz with a young man named Adam. He's 16 now. He had just taken a jog in the park before we did the Dr. Oz show. But Adam was an amazing case because when he came to St. Jude, he had ALL, acute lymphoblastic leukemia, which is the most common form of cancer in children. But we couldn't help him. The protocols just weren't working for him. Turned out he was allergic to the medication that has worked on all these other children. We're at a 94% survival rate with ALL now. When my dad opened the hospital, it was only a 4% survival rate. Now we're at 94%. But we could not help Adam. So we had to come up with another medicine, and we found one, but it cost $30,000 a dose, and he needed 85 doses. That's over $2 million for one child.
Wow.
But we did it, and we saved his life, and he's out jogging in the morning, and he's back in school. He's 16 years old. He's 6'2" or whatever. Very healthy person. That's the excitement
incredible.
of St. Jude, and that's why this campaign is so important. What we say is give thanks for the healthy kids in your life and give to those who are not. And the way you can help us is to go shopping. While you're out there shopping for your Christmas gifts and your Hanukkah presents, think about the kids of St. Jude who aren't out shopping. They're just back at St. Jude with their moms and dads fighting to save their lives. And there's a lot of great partners that we have. We call these people the good guys. There's Best Buy and Domino's and Home Goods and Ann Taylor and Loft.
I love it.
Kay Jewelers, Chili's, Williams-Sonoma. And there's so many more. If you'll go on to stjude.org, you'll see all the other partners we have. And these are really good people who've opened their doors and opened their hearts to us this time, a busy, busy time of year. But they want to help the children of St. Jude because nobody pays for anything at St. Jude. Not for treatment or travel or housing or food at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. That's my father's promise. Nobody pays. So it's very, very important that we raise this money. And you know, the clinical care is so great. That's why the children have the best chance when they go there. But the research is what's so amazing. And that's what distinguishes us from every other hospital in the country. And just 2 weeks ago, 18 of our scientists were named the 18 most influential researchers in the world. That's who was working on our children's diseases and spreading out whatever they learn with the other hospitals and the other laboratories across America, well, across the world. So this is a very exciting time for us. We're going to raise the money to be able to always keep my father's founding promise that no child, no family pays St. Jude for anything. So get out there and shop. It's Thanksgiving time.
I love it, Marlo. That's right. And you feel so good inside when you help someone in need who needs it more than you do.
Absolutely.
And I just think this is the perfect time of the year to think of someone else besides just yourself and help give to someone who really needs it.
Right. It's the season to give. So
absolutely.
So do it. Yeah.
Well, you know, from carrying on your father's legacy, what's one thing that has always remained in your heart from helping others that you will always take with you wherever you go, Marlo?
I think there's just the faces of these children. I mean, you look into the faces of these children and you just see such compassion, such strength, such courage, and such joy in the face of such adversity. You know, it really is the face of humanity if we just had the opportunity to pull it out of ourselves. And I think when you give to children, when you give to these sick kids, you start to feel that. You start to feel that compassion, that strength, and that joy. It's wonderful to see it in the children and to see how compassionate they are for the other little kids. You'll see like a 6-year-old little boy with his arm around a 4-year-old little girl, you know, letting her know that things are going to be okay.
Oh, that's so
sweet.
sweet.
And it's so precious. They're different. They're different than other children because they've been through something very scary.
That's
and
right.
They've come to the other side, you know, and they wanna help the other little rookie kid. There's so many images like that I have seen at St. Jude that just touch my heart. And even as tired as I get from traveling around the country raising money and speaking to groups, I always think of those children, those little faces, and know that I'm helping them, that we all are together as a community helping these children.
Well, Marlo, I appreciate you so much for taking the time to chat with me for the Thanksgiving campaign on how everyone can help out and get involved. We'll have all that information appearing below on your screen. Marlo, I just also want to say, too, that I've been a fan of yours ever since you were doing your podcast, which, used to air on YouTube. I know you from when you did an interview with Kelly Ripa and Regis Philbin.
Yeah.
When you did your podcast with a whole bunch of stars that you'd bring on your platform. And I've
you
been
mean on
following
my
you ever
AOL
since.
show, right, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the Mondays with Marlo. That was a great show.
Yes,
I did that
Mondays
for
with
5
Marlo.
years. Yeah, it was great.
It was the best. I
Yeah.
loved watching it when I was a kid.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Well, you take care, Marlo, and
Thank you.
And have a good holiday season.
Thank you, Noah, and a happy holiday to you.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. What a great human. This is how much I love Marlo. I'm telling you, that woman right there, she has so much love and heart for others. I adore her. For more information on how you can help this holiday season, visit stjude.org. Do something kind this holiday season and help someone who so desperately needs it. Well, as our show is about to come to an end, we can't leave without highlighting all the stars I got to speak with throughout this month, as some of them share their holiday traditions with us, and let's just say, I enjoyed hearing each one of them. What? We are all decked out here for the holidays at iHollywood TV, and I want to ask you all three, what is a holiday tradition that you guys do each and every year during the holiday season? We'll start off with you, Elaine.
I think the one tradition that I look forward to is just wearing head-to-toe footy pajamas that match with my mom and laying in bed as late as possible watching HGTV or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's probably one of our favorites.
That's the best. I don't know. I think it is cheesy, but decorating the tree is still her tradition. Kind of my family with her kid, my sister and her kids. It's still really nice. So I still love doing that.
I love cooking with my family. My mom, my aunt, my uncle makes this crazy good toffee that is my holiday gift to everyone. So we spend hours in the kitchen making coffee. So that's my favorite holiday.
I love it.
I love it. Yes, I remember my sister and I, we would bake sugar cookies. And of course my mom doesn't like messes, and oh boy, will we mess up that kitchen. Woo! We would it was a lot of fun. I love this time of the year.
I like to just spend time with my family. They're back in Louisiana, and this will be my first Christmas without my mom, but my parents, usually they've been married for 30 years, and they throw down in the kitchen, cook some of the most amazing food. The gumbo, the seafood, etouffee, seafood dressing, greens, fried turkey.
I love it.
Yes, so
I want to come over. Yeah.
Come on over. And I actually found some gumbo in the freezer that my mom cooked last year.
Oh,
yes, and it's, oh man, I ate a little for Thanksgiving and it was so good. So I can't wait to get my hands back on that.
Yes. How about for you, Ryan?
Yeah, mine is pretty much the same. I try to spend as much time around the holidays away from work and putting that time into family. Like I said, people will see going into the season that try to spend more time into rebuilding, the things that I've lost. But like I said, for me, that was a question more for Charmaine, with her. Like I said, this is the first Thanksgiving she just had to have without her mom, and then the first Christmas she's going to have without her mom, and that's something that I couldn't imagine I wouldn't want to have to go through.
Right.
So I just got to try to be there for her through that.
Definitely.
I just put up my very first Christmas tree. Very first Christmas tree.
You're Canadian, you just put up your
No, ever in my life, because I just bought a house, because I've been traveling every Christmas, and it fell. It fell yesterday. Literally, completely fell.
Was it a real tree?
Yes.
Oh.
It fell?
It fell. Completely shattered.
No. It's like the Grinch came in your house.
I know. I think I got the wrong base for it. I felt like the base was too small, so I got to get a bigger one. But
we are all decked out here for the holidays. It's the holiday season. What better way to bring 6 Underground to Netflix than during the holidays? That's right, everyone. So what is a holiday tradition that you do each and every year, Ben, that you wouldn't mind sharing with our audience this morning, if you have one?
I usually spend it with my family in Dorset. I suppose tradition, champagne for breakfast. Is that right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
is that
Ben.
normal?
All right.
I don't know. I'm English. That's what we do. But yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Oh my. Now I want to visit. Now.
our family has a big lobster dinner. So my dad used to work for a company and used to fly in lobster. So we have this big lobster feast. We actually play little races. gets in the And then, of course, skiing is important to do that. We come from a ski family. And I'm Ukrainian, so we celebrate both English and also the old calendar, Ukrainian Christmas, which is different traditions. We throw up wheat and honey up in the ceiling to see if it sticks, and if it does, it means that you have a whole year of good luck.
I was always wondering, she does that like when we're on set, she just starts throwing wheat and honey up, and I always wondered what that was about. Yeah.
What do you do for Christmas? You have a good...
My family, like, Christmas is my favorite holiday, so everybody gets together, and last year we had Travis come for Christmas too, who played my father on the show, who we're really close with, so he stayed and spent Christmas with us, and we go up to Whistler, which is like we have this like a cabin up in the mountains there, and we spent every Christmas. But this year I rented out a cabin in the middle of British Columbia for my girlfriend's family, and we're all gonna, so I'm gonna spend Christmas with her family, which I'm really excited about because it's actually gonna be the first time I haven't spent Christmas with my family.
Wow.
I know, so it's a big deal.
Wow.
And it'll be really nice to be able to do that too.
Oh, I love it, you guys.
I'm one of 9 kids, and so a tradition that I started when we were younger is I would read the book The Grinch on Christmas Eve night, and it's carried over with my girls now. Every Christmas Eve we read The Grinch before Christmas.
I love it. How about for you, Rose?
We won't be doing nothing. My mama be making me clean and pick greens.
Oh, okay now, Rose. Oh,
I be tired.
Let me come over for that now.
I don't like that tradition.
Oh my goodness. Okay, how about for you, Katie?
She cracks me up. Oh my goodness. When my family, a whole extended family get together, we all gather 40 people around the kitchen table in layers and sing Christmas songs.
A feast.
It's a jam session with food. Some people's mouths are full too. I'll have them. Oh, this is happening.
Yes. Well, it's okay, Katie. We all gain a couple of pounds around the holidays. You know what I'm saying? How about for you, Ricky?
So yeah, I'm a family of 4. I got 3 older sisters, and actually my sister is in labor as we speak right now. I got another nephew on the way.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you so much. But I'm just looking forward to this Christmas, getting back there, and we always get together every Christmas Eve, and we exchange gifts, and my family comes in from Boston that we don't get to see all that often, and it's really nice to have everybody in the same house all together, and we just share dinner and, just share our love with each other, and that's it.
I love it. Now, is it a boy or a girl, I must ask?
It's a boy. It's a boy.
Oh, boy. See, my mom, she popped out twins. Oh, I don't know how she did it. I have a twin. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What's a Christmas present that you got from Santa that you will always remember that will be very meaningful to you when you were a kid growing up?
Oh, that's really good. We were not a poor family, but we were not a wealthy family. So our Christmases were good, but they weren't like over the top crazy. Right. And my dad, who was a kind of a jack of all trades, he was a local blue jeans banker, but he was a farmer at heart, and he also loved woodworking. So my sister and I both got stereos one Christmas, which was a big, huge clunky unit with an 8-track player in it and big speakers. And he made these wooden cabinets for our stereos to go in, and sanded them down and finished them off and everything. So I had to find another use for the cabinet now that I don't have a big stereo anymore. But just to have things that he made, my parents are both gone now, so to have those things that they made with their own hands, those are the things that you cherish.
Well, thank you all so much for watching our very special holiday show. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you like it so much, well, you can just go back and replay it, only if you wanna. And I wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Brace yourself, everyone. 2020 is gonna be a great year for us. See you later. Bye-bye.